Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alison, this is So Like Dotty, and if you're new, well, welcome along today. But if you're a subscriber or you've watched my vlogs regularly, you'll know that I've been away on holiday. This has gone out to you on Friday, we got back late on Wednesday. So we're just suffering from that, you know, post-holiday, coming back, very tired, getting the washing done, pick the dog up, all of that. So, I haven't got anything that I've made this week, which won't be a shock as I've been away for 10 days. It's been beautiful. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen the outfits that I've worn and things, but I'll put a little sort of few pictures, like a little video of those playing in the background. But we've just had the most relaxing time. We've been to a resort called Aquasis in Altinkum in Turkey. We've been there 3 times now. It's so relaxing, just our vibe. So what I did work out on holiday was I've got a little old gap in my wardrobe. Now, not my evening wardrobe, because I'm mostly a dresses girl. This was a dress that I made just before my holidays, because I thought it was going to be a bit chilly on the night. Didn't actually wear it, so I thought I'd wear it today. And this is just the Peppermint Magazine free jersey dress pattern, and this fabric is from Fleur et Hours, and I'll drop that in the description box as well. What I knew, I think I knew this before I went, was I wasn't kind of 100% about my what to wear or as over my swimwear as my cover-up sort of vibe. For the past few years, I think I've made some shirred, like strapless dresses that just flowed down. But the swimming costumes that I made, as you have seen, I'll drop a picture in, have a ruffle around here, and I really like them. I love that design. Absolutely thrilled with those. But our holidays are evolving. I've got a little bit more time now. I know I keep saying I'm retired a little bit early, and we're kind of planning on this sort of holiday, like a beachy holiday once a year, probably a holiday in the UK. We like to go to the Lake District for a week or a long weekend, and then we'd like to do something where we kind of go to Europe, not necessarily visiting cities in Europe. But one of the things that we're going to do in later this year, towards the end of the summer, is go back to Antibes, because I went to the south of France on my own. So I want to take Carl, and I want to kind of show him Nice, Cannes, Monaco, and do a bit of that. So it'll be a sunny holiday with a little bit of sort of beach time here and there, but more browsing, wandering, that kind of thing. And then next year, we've got plans to go to Tenerife very early in the year, then a week in the lakes, and then we're hoping to do a couple of weeks where we tour Italy, because Carl's just been to Italy. We've both been there previously, but not together. And we want to kind of go and do a little bit of a tour there. And that will be, we'd like to finish off with a few days of like a holiday, chill out there. But that will be doing a bit of touring around. So I was kind of conscious of this. We were talking about it very much while we were away. Oh, all those things. I love coming back from a holiday so you can think about the next one. And I kind of, that daytime what I'm going to wear vibe just wasn't quite sitting right for me. I'd got kind of a pull through that wasn't massively see-through, because I don't feel kind of body confident enough, you know, when people go for breakfast or lunch and they've got something that you can just see right through. I'm not there with that. So I had something that was shop bought that was absolutely fine. But what I did see an awful lot were sort of longer length shirts, and I think I'd seen them last year, or maybe when we were in Tenerife last September, and I just thought I really like that. Now, because we're going to be travelling a lot, and some of those trips things are going to be in and out of our bags, I'm thinking what wouldn't crease, and then boom, double gauze started appearing everywhere. Now, I've sewn with double gauze quite a few times before, I really like it, and so, as you may have seen from this picture, there is a little bit of a stash that was ready for me when I came home, and one more piece that's on its way, which was actually the first thing I ordered. So on its way from Jenny Stitches, I'll drop a picture in, I will show it to you next week, is a very, very pale pink double gauze dobby. Now, I've not seen that before. I was watching Jenny's 5 at Live on Instagram on the Friday, which also goes onto YouTube, so if I don't catch it on one, I get it on the other, and I was like, I love a bit of that. So that's a very pale pink double gauze, but it's got those little dobby spots on it, and I thought that would make a great shirt. So I was thinking about which shirt patterns I wanted to use, and I do have, as a pattern inside of Sew Over It, I have access to their patterns for free, which is just so kind and generous and lovely. So I had a little browse around their patterns, and I actually found a pattern that actually matched a style of shirt that I saw a couple of people wearing on holiday. So I've not printed it off yet, so I'm going to drop some line drawings in. So this is called the Zadie blouse or shirt. Let me just see. Zadie blouse. I've had the pattern AO printed while I've been away. Now the detail on this, you'll hopefully see from the line drawings, is you can make it as a shorter length blouse or you can make it as a shirt. So I will need to get some measurements of from the back of my neck to the length that I want it to be. I'll get Carl to do that and check it against the pattern measurements. I want it to be long enough that if I'm sort of sitting down for a meal in it, it's not kind of up my bum, but not overly long that it just looks a bit like it's just hanging there. Now, of course, I've not got the greatest legs. I've got varicose veins that look like a roadmap of Britain. I've always been a bit like, wear something really long and cover them up. And then, do you know what? On holiday, I just thought, I don't care anymore. So the other reason I'm thinking of shirts is that I made this pair of Tinny and the Button Safiya trousers just before I went away, as you remember, with the Billie Jumper. But I didn't take them. Now, I love the trousers. I absolutely love the trousers. But I just was like, this just doesn't feel like my vibe as an outfit. And I kind of was thinking, it's a couple of years since I wore those sort of pull-on trousers. And I was trying to think, how did I style them? What did I wear them with? And what I tended to do was wear like a vest top, or even maybe a strapless top with like a longer length cardigan over the top. So I thought, right, so I could change that up, and instead of the cardigan, I could have it as like a loose shirt. That would really kind of, be my thing. And obviously, if it's a holiday where I'm travelling around a little bit, if it gets a bit hot, if it's double gauze, it's not going to crease, or I can just tie it around my waist, that sort of thing. Now, the detail that I particularly like about this Zadie shirt is that it's a grandar collar rather than an actual collar, and it's the same as this. So it's a raglan sleeve, and between here and the button placket, you'll see, I'll put the line drawings in again, it has some gathers here. So, and I literally saw a couple of people with that same style, and I thought, I really like that. So I think that sort of level of detail on it will be lovely. I'm not sure what to do with the cuffs, because I'll probably never, with this idea, have the cuff sort of fastened down here. It'll always be rolled back. So I may just make sort of the sleeve as a full sleeve rather than putting the cuff detail on, particularly on the first one. And I might do sort of that little, I don't know what it's called, like a placard I would call it, but I don't know if that's the right name, where you've got kind of the button and loop and you can roll it up and fasten it up, because I really envisaged that they'd be more rolled up, but I would want them to look okay if they were down. But to be perfectly honest, I don't really like a cuff as such like that, so I probably wouldn't put the cuff itself on. That's my thinking at the moment. I'd like to get one of these made up, maybe not next week, so it may be that it goes into my sewing plans for June, along with a few other things that I've got going on in my mind for then. But I'll come back to what I've got planned for the next week later. So, where to start with fabric? So as I say, I first of all ordered 3 metres. The longer length takes 3 metres, depending on the width. And then I think the second one that I ordered, yes, was this really cerise or fuchsia. I'll link it in the description box, which was from First for Fabrics, and the colour is just exactly what it is. Now, it's a very bright pink, but I saw people in this colour with it round the pool, and I thought, yeah, that's a bit of me. Pink is completely my colour. Now, lots of people are doing the cord sets, so I did see people with trousers and the matching shirt. For me, that probably would feel a bit too much, particularly in this colour. But this is so soft. None of these have been washed yet because the washing machine's on full go with all the holiday gear, but they will be getting washed. I always wash my fabrics when I get them, and then I know that they are good to go. So obviously I got the pale pink that's coming from Jenny Stitches and the darker pink, and I'm thinking these are going to be my vibe over the summer. This will be a perfect colour to go with those Safiya trousers that I made before my holidays, was also my thinking. Then I think the next thing that I got was from Tamlin Sewn on the Tyne's D-Stash, which is this blue with gold specks of double gauze. Now that's probably coming over on camera slightly, well, maybe it isn't slightly brighter. It's not a bright blue, it's maybe a blue with a, I don't know, not Air Force, but it's got a greyish tint. So I picked this up last night. So soon happened yesterday, so she left the fabrics and this one there for me. So I can't remember how much there was in this, maybe 2.5 or maybe 3 meters, I can't remember, but there should be enough to make a shirt out of it. But I'm not sure if that could possibly become a pair of pants, because I don't need loads of shirts. I'm kind of thinking for holidays 3 in different colours would be good. Then on Friday, I have not ordered from them for a couple of years, but again, Tamlin on the Sewn on the Tyne WhatsApp group put on her code for rainbow fabrics, and that they were doing a drop of fabrics and double gauze was some of them. And I did order 2 actually. So I ordered this dark grey rather than black, so it's like a slate grey. There's only 2 meters of this. I particularly wanted this one to make some Safiya trousers with, or Swimwear pants. I've not decided which one. I don't know if I want them a little bit more swooshy than the Safiya, in which case I'd make the Swimwear. Are both of those names just getting too complicated in one sentence? I think so. But this could be this week's make, I think, because I have a little something coming up this weekend, which I'm a little bit excited about. My daughter's coming home for like a little bit more than a 24-hour visit, but not quite 48 hours. So obviously I want to spend as much time with her. She'll probably be asleep, if truth be known. But I am working on Saturday morning as well, tomorrow morning when you're watching this. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to get chance to get done this week, but there will be things being made. So I think I fancy going for it with these pants. So again, needs to go in the wash. Now, I did order another colour. I ordered 5 meters of white double gauze because it worked out about £6 something a metre with the discount. And although I don't fancy like the bright cerise top and trousers matching, I thought white won't stay white for very long with me, but that would be quite nice, and at that price I was prepared to give it a go. But unfortunately I got an email to say we only have 2 meters of it left. So and did I want this off-white one instead? But I didn't want off-white, I wanted white, so I just cancelled that and they refunded that to me. So I've got this slate grey, so that's definitely going to be a pair of pants. There is something other than double gauze. I will get to that in a second. And then the third one was just too good of a bargain not to get, I'll be quite honest. So Jane from the Dressmaker's Closet, who's a pattern designer, an indie pattern designer, is selling off all the fabrics because she's moving house in a couple of weeks' time and she's selling them all off. So she did have pink, which is now sold out. I'm not sure if this colour's sold out, but I'll put a link to her website and you can just see if there's anything that you're interested in. Because at the bargain price of £3.50 a metre, she was selling off this, it's like a mint green double gauze. And I got 3 meters of it because I just couldn't not get it at that price. And I definitely think that would be really nice as a shirt. So not quite as bright, not quite as bold, but what I'm trying to do is keep like not a capsule wardrobe, but a capsule wardrobe of colour. So pinks, pale blues, pinks, I would say mint green, lilacs, they're the kind of capsule things. The mint green, I guess, is a new one to throw in the mix. But I'm just thinking with that goes with that, that goes with that, obviously that would go with the other pair of pants that I've got. I mean, by the time it gets to next year, I'll have about another 47,000 garments in my wardrobe anyway. If I wanted to wear this, I mean, I would prefer to have this as a shirt, I'll be honest. So then I was thinking, what's the other item? So if I've got a shirt and I've got the trousers, but I'm wandering around, what do I want the other item to be? Now, there will be probably some vest tops. I do have the Bloomer tank pattern. I've never made it yet, but I've seen lots of people do it. But because my swimwear, well, was just so successful for this holiday, I really liked it. I wanted to make the same idea, but probably as a top and bottom. So like not as a bikini, like a tankini, I guess. So that if I want to, I could wear that underneath it. It would be strapless, it would have the ruffle, but it would look quite nice if I just put the pants on with it, or maybe just a pull-on skirt with it. If I was going to the beach, I might not necessarily want to take the skirt or the pants off, but I'd have the swimsuit effect up on the top. So I got this, which is a matte black swimwear fabric from First for Fabrics, so not shiny. I quite like the idea of that. Now I'll be honest, one side of it is shiny. I don't know how well this will come across because it's black, but one side of it has more of a sheen to it, and the other side, this side, is matte. I think you can see that distinction between them. Now I've got 2 meters of this because I'm going to self-line in it, and I'm just thinking of doing a pair of black swimwear bottoms with that black top. And the other thing, if I'm traveling, is because this is swimwear, when I need, keep to wash it out, it's going to dry really quickly. So I might even make, say, a couple of pairs of bottoms of this, because I don't know, I mean, I usually say I don't go in the water, and I don't, but I did go in the pool a few times on holiday this time. But yeah, I might just they might just be my go-to. I'm kind of thinking with that underneath, and then bring the colour to the shirt and the pants. And I'm thinking for ease of packing, when we're going to Antibes, it's probably going to be about 8 days, just to take a couple of dresses that I can alternate. I don't need to overpack for that at all. I did impress myself. I think at one point for this holiday I had 14 dresses out, and I think I got it down to 8, but as I say, this one wasn't needed. So there were a few repeat nights. And we were way under our baggage allowance, going and coming back, which is just unheard of for us. I know. So yeah, that is my thinking with that. So I'm going to do the same with the ruffle that I've just made. And to be fair, this will be getting worn, if I'm sitting out in the garden in the summer, that kind of thing. But if I want a bit more cover over, then I can just put one of the shirts on. Hope that makes sense. And really, there isn't any room on here. This is my stash, and I don't allow myself to exceed the stash. So not even 2 full rows of calics, because one on the end's got books in, but that's it. Well, in theory, that's it, but that is it. So really, because as part of me made May and holiday, I guess I worked out where I've got a gap in my wardrobe, not just for holiday, but for life, because my life's changed now. I don't always want a full-on dress on every day like I might have worn to go to work. So that sort of secret pyjama trousers with the shirt, it feels quite smart casual. Nothing wrong with cardigans at all, but I'm just thinking for me that might really feel like just a little, like a bit more put together, I think. Yeah. So there is one more thing that I'm making this week, which is a pattern that's being launched on the 30th. So I can't share it with you yet, but if you check out Instagram, so like Dotty, you'll see me share that on the 30th when I can share that with you. And my things have arrived from David Drummond and Baby Lock, but I've opened the boxes. I'm so tired today. I've opened the boxes and gone, and then Carl said, "Are you pleased with them?" I said, "I'm over the moon with them, but I need to do some research as to what I do with it." So I'm going to bring that to you in a separate vlog. Over here, if I spin this round, you can see here is the projector. We've tried it, it works. but I've not had a chance to play with any projector files at all as yet. So I think that'll be progress in June. That's my guessing. Swim Style Patterns have just added some projector files as well, so I'm quite excited about getting to grips with that. And that's just a little catch up from me, where I am and what I've been lying on a sun lounger thinking of and buying while I've been on holiday. So how are all of you? Are you all okay? What you're making, what you're up to, what you're planning, and yeah, and all of that. I hope you're having some good sewing time. Let me know in the comments, and I will be back with you really, really soon. So take care and bye for now.